Couldn't score if they had game point, and I'm wrong. After the chip, I told my folks back home, so long. I moved my family and my to a place where it's warm.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Heat. At shooting guard, Duncan Robinson. At center, Khalil Ware. At small forward, Andrew Wiggins. At the other guard position, Tyler Hero. At the other forward position, Bam Adebayo. The head coach of the visiting team is Erik Spoelstra. Now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. A 6'6" guard, number 2, Lonzo Ball. Starting at power forward, 6 feet, 10 inches, number 14, Matas Buzelis. A 6'10" center, number 9, Nikola Vucevic. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 3, Josh Giddey. At guard, 6'5", number 0, Kobe White.
Welcome, everyone, to the play-in tournament as the 9th and 10th seeds of the Eastern Conference battle for a chance at the NBA playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. Take a look at the Bulls. Favored in this elimination game. Greg, win, they play again. Lose, they go home.
And you just can't look ahead. Just focused on the moment. Value each possession. That's really all you can control.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Vucevic finds Ball. Takes a 3, and it's Vucevic missing. On the wing, Wiggins. White covering. Wiggins passes to Hero. Offline with his 3. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the 76ers. White dishes the ball. Out to White. Vucevic is screen on Robinson. Pocket 6. The tray. And it's Vucevic missing. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Adebayo. And it falls over the rim and in.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He's so efficient down low.
And Erik Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Now here's Wiggins. After the miss from Vucevic. Back to Wiggins. And here's Adebayo. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. That one's not going to go. Great D that time for Vucevic. To the right side. Buzelis, no one around him. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Hero passes to Wiggins. Now Adebayo. Robinson on the wing. From past the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Fans, now on the court, your Hawk Squad. Get loud and let them hear you. It's time for T-shirts.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for two, Josh Giddey.
First one falls for him. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Now, Giddey, following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Here's Ball. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Adebayo. Hero with it. Driving inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue.
At the line for the
And
Heat,
Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
taking 2 shots.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
That's good from Hero. He hits both from the stripe.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Bulls trail by 4. And the wait is now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes, and they were raving about an opposing player. In this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
2 minutes
Thanks, David.
remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Ware. Last game he had 13. Robinson for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Duncan Robinson.
Robinson's got 6 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now, here's Ball. No scoring in this one. He had a nice open look right there.
And he wasted no time getting those points back. Great response from Ball.
Hero, the bounce pass. Wiggins outside. Pass to Robinson. Outside, Hero. They set the pick. Chicago grabs the miss.
And he's very confident from that range, but he can't make him out.
And Giddey gets it to go.
Giddey.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Your Chicago Bulls.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Jalen Smith comes in for Buzelis. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Kobe White. Love finds Mitchell. Now here's Love. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. There's Hero with the 3. No good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Giddey. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Mitchell kicks to Hero. Just 4 to shoot. From downtown. That shot missing. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Heat out front, leading by just 2. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And welcome for the second quarter of this critical play-in game. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has yet to score. Anderson, a screen on Giddey. Here's Mitchell. Rebound by Williams. Chicago trailing here. Pass to Giddey. Collins with it. Now Herter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
For the Bulls.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
And he makes the first. That one drops. He ties it up. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. The 10-footer. Rebound by the Bulls. Outside Williams. Pass to Giddey. Outside Collins. And here's Herter. Shot clock at 6. Plays it up off the glass. Herter's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Hero against Herter. Shots good by Hero.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Now here's Giddey. And he drops it in from the low post. Giddey's got 6.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. The Heat have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Herter against Hero. On the wing, Mitchell. Anderson with the screen for Mitchell. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Williams passes to Herder. Now Collins. Last game we saw him score 13. Pass to Giddey. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And yes, it's good. Collins has got his first basket of the night.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Anderson a screen on Herder. Hero from long range. Bulls leading by 4 from the arc. And Kevin Herder good for 3. Herder's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
It's time for Dance Dan. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your moves. Keep it going. No, thank you. Let's go.
Going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. White, he's checked in for Kevin Herder. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Josh Giddey. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Robinson. Ball against Rozier. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Rozier. Adebayo the screen. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Rozier.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Ball with the bucket.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
Rozier the pass to Ware. Outside Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by Vucevic. Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's Buzelis. The shot missing. Wiggins with some nice D. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Rozier kicks to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Outside Rozier. And the 3 off target. Bulls leading by 6. Pass the ball. Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. Oh, good on the triple. So Rozier will bring it up for the Heat. Outside Robinson. Here's Ware. Covered by Smith. Rozier for 3. in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And this is why Rozier's out there. He knows he has the trust of his teammates to take that shot.
Here's Vucevic. Up again. He knocks it down. But wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. The teams are going to have to. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Miami Heat.
Guys taking shots for them, trying to do too much all at once. I think it's jamming up their flow.
Yeah, everyone has to have a role on the offensive end. Share the ball and trust your teammates.
Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. It all comes down to this: a closely contested game to keep their playoff hopes alive. Big fella.
So this doesn't count as playoffs yet, right? It's just a play-in.
It's very simple, Shaq. This is the play-in. They're trying to make the playoffs.
Hoping that clears things up. We'll get the hang of it eventually.
Oh.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And welcome to the second half of this high-stakes play-in clash. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
The Bulls leading by 3. Giddey with it. A 3. It doesn't go for him. On the wing, Wiggins. Light covering. Wiggins kicks to Robinson. To the paint. Here's Hero. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more.
Defensive foul.
Lonzo Ball picks one up.
And how about the moxie of this kid? Hero has flair to his game. He's fun to watch. And I tell you, he wouldn't be any fun to play against.
One shot.
And it's tied up with that one. Chicago with the ball. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Outside, White. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. White's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
I've always said, when in doubt, just jump over them. And Wiggins is listening to me.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ball, a screen on Adebayo. The shot by Buzelis, no good. And Miami shooting 43% from the floor. Robinson kicks to Adebayo. Over Buzelis. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Robinson. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game. Pass to Vucevic. Back to White. Now Giddey. Now here's White. Beyond the arc. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wiggins in the post. Giddey defending. And it's Wiggins missing. The Bulls have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker at the break. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Shot clock at 3. Hero way outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. A great Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Now, Hero following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Giddey against Hero. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 3-point lead. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Ware kicks to Hero. And again, it's the Heat missing.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
Ball from long range. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ball's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, Ball knows his team relies on him to get his own shots too. So he works to find his looks.
On the wing, Wiggins. Giddey defending. Adebayo with the bucket.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3 and I'll raise you another 3.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Make some noise, Chicago. Here is your 3-1-2 crew.
And the Bulls with some changes. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Josh Giddey. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. Ball kicks to Smith. Back to Ball. And here's Herter. 7 points in the game. Outside, Ball. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
You tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Zach Collins checked in for the Bulls. Burks, he's checked in for the Heat. Now, here's Mitchell. Hasn't made one yet. Down low, and stolen by White. To the inside, Collins. Outside, White. Pass to Herter. Screen by Smith. The Bulls with another miss. The Heat trail by 3. Anderson outside. Adebayo with a screen on Collins. Burks can't get it to go. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Williams finds White. White setting the pick for Herter. Back to White. 6 to shoot. Over Mitchell. Good on the 13-footer. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
Here's Adebayo. He's got 7. Anderson a screen on Collins. Adebayo drives in. And Adebayo throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bulls ahead. They lead by 3. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
And we're back. A lot on the line for this playing game with 1 quarter left to go. Now, here's Mitchell. There's Hero with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Hero.
And it's a tie ball game.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
Pass to Smith. Herter with it. He's covered by Hero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Chicago, Kevin Herter. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
Now Hero. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Love with the screen on Giddey. The shot by Mitchell, no good. The Bulls leading. And Giddey gets it to go.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Pass to Love. To the middle. And there's Hero. That's good on the assist by Love. And 12 points for Tyler Hero. Herter with it. Smith with a screen on Mitchell. Giddey goes in. Yep, that one goes in there. Giddey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Love. And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it.
Chicago ball.
Bulls check in for Zach Collins. The Bulls leading by 3. And here is Ball. Williams sends a screen for Giddey. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Johnson outside. Poked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Herter. Drops in the breakaway late. And now a 7-point Chicago lead.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
Robinson, that's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
It's good. Giddey's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Larson. Johnson with it. 6 on the shot clock. Good ball movement here by the Heat. There's Hero with the 3. Rebound by Williams. Bulls leading by 7. And here is Giddey. Screen by Smith. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now Hero, and we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Get loud, fans, on the court, your Mike Squad. It's time for T-shirts.
So for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Bruce Ellis comes in for Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Kevin Herter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, Hero. Shoots over ball. And again, it's the Heat missing. Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Booz Ellis. Now here's White. Giddey finds Vucevic.
Remaining in the game.
Over Adebayo. And it's Vucevic missing. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Wiggins. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, get off of that, man. Wiggins is that dude.
Pass to Vucevic. 1:41 left in the game. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got 6 rebounds now in the game. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Ball, a screen on Wiggins. Pass to Vucevic. Fader on the way. Another miss by Vucevic. The Heat trail by 5. Here's Wiggins. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Robinson.
Man, when they needed him most, Wiggins steps up and hands them an important bucket.
Here's Vucevic. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Inside. Here's Vucevic. That misses off the backboard.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Now, Hero, after the miss from Vucevic. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
9 seconds left in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Chicago, Lonzo Ball. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
It's the first. That will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Ware. Can't knock in the three. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for two, Lonzo Ball.
Shooting two.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Chicago Bulls get the big-time win. And all they need is one more win to secure their spot in the playoff bracket.
That's right. I mean, you know they're going to be riding high off the adrenaline of this win. Not sure I want to face them in what is now a single elimination game.
And that puts a cap on it. Glad to have you with us for all the drama of the play-in tournament. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hart. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Josh Giddey.